Hello and good morning. Today, my group will be presenting on gastrointestinal disease among students in your ITM.
Hi, my name is Nofaiza binti Abubakar and I'm going to present for the introduction part of our case study, which is gastrointestinal disease. So what is gastrointestinal disease? Gastrointestinal disease is a disease that are related to human digestive system. This disease is in form of the inflammation of human intestine. It is quite common disease that affects some part of human digestive tract. This disease is a short-term condition that usually resolves by itself. Gastrointestinal might be caused by virus, bacteria, or parasite. The infection will lead to some common symptoms such as diarrhea, stomachache, headache, and fever.
Hi, my name is Nomia and I will present the problem statement. So there are students seems to absent during class due to them having gastric. Some of the students recover fast while some of them took a while to recover and some are gotten worse. This might affect their performance in the academic. They may are not aware of how dangerous the disease were. So we conduct the questionnaire and interview to the student regarding the said disease. Next objective. The objective of this questionnaire, this study is to identify the effect of the gastrointestinal disease among the students. Also, to determine the cause of the disease and how to prevent it.
The data was obtained from the Google form. Overall, there are 61 respondents. Most respondents are female around the age of 18 to 20. Moving on with the next question. Most respondents know what gastric is, and only 78.7% of the respondents had experienced gastric before. The chart shows that 29.2% of the respondents have yearly gastric, maybe a few times a year, and only 4.2% have gastric daily. Based on the chart, the causes of gastric is because of skipping meals, with the highest response, which is 42, followed by spicy food, 11 respond, and acidity level in the stomach, 6 respond. And lastly, 2 respond for consuming too much alcohol. Based on the respondent who experienced gastric before, only 38% have meal on time. 90% of the respondents were affected by gastric and could not perform their daily activity. Sadly, only 52% of the respondents go to see their doctor for treatment when having gastric. As we can see on the slide, there are numerous medicines that the respondents took when having gastric, such as Gaviscon, paracetamol, prescribed medicine from the doctor, and salt water. Only 29% of the respondents took the prescribed medication, 21% took Gaviscon, 13% took paracetamol, and 6% took salt water to reduce the pain. At the same time, 31% of other respondents don't take any medication.
Question 9 in the Google form is, what are the early symptoms of gastritis? The first one is stomachache. 44% of students chose stomachache. Number 2 is heartburn. 17% students chose heartburn. The third one is nausea. There is 27%. Diarrhea is 4% and others are 8%, such as headache and bloating. The 10th question is the effects if we don't treat gastritis early. 61% among students chose yes and 39% among students chose no. So the time experiencing gastritis based on the age, the highest is from the age of 15 until 18 and the lowest is 19 until 22. That is their first time experiencing gastritis. So continuing on to the 12th question is, on a scale 1 to 5, what is the level of pain we felt during gastritis? So the first one is mild, only 25%. The second one is moderate, 16%. The third one is severe. The fourth one is very severe. And the fifth one is worst pain possible. Based on the presentation that you can see, worst pain possible is only 6%, and the highest is severe, which is 33%. So the 13th question is, the student think that gastritis is common among them. So based on the Google form, 93% agreed that it is common and 7% does not agree. So the 14th question from the Google form is, how long does it take to heal gastritis? Based on the graph, as you can see, there are 50 students said that it would only heal a few days, and only 3 students said that it actually heals until a few months. So moving on to the next slide. Number 16, the question number 16, does any of the family of the students had experienced gastritis before? So there are 74% that agreed to it, and 93 students agreed that this disease is dangerous in the long term. So those are the results that we can share based on the Google form.
Next, moving on to the discussion part. But first of all, let us refresh back on what is the definition of gastritis. Gastritis is commonly known as gastric, and it is a health problem that concerns the gas in the stomach. It involves the distressed stomach membrane layer, resulting in the secretion of acids. When the secreted acids come across with the stomach walls, it will cause pain and discomfort to the person and causes an inflammation of the stomach walls. Sometimes gastritis can develop from an acute gastritis to gradually chronic condition. Based on the questionnaire that we provide to the respondents, majority of the females that responded that they have gastritis, which concludes that 82% of the respondents, which is female, admitted that they have gastritis. Secondly, male respondents also responded that they have gastritis, which is 60% of the total male. From the questionnaire, we can conclude that females produce less stomach acid than male, which causes less damage and few stomach ulcer. But then, food moves slower in females. That can lead to nausea, bloating, and gastritis, more common in females rather than males. Secondly, colon also empties slowly in females than male. This is because female's colon is physically longer than males, and it is located the same place as on the female reproductive system. Besides, male colon is on top of the abdomen. Hence, female more likely to experience chronic constipation, and they also have the urgent need for bowel movement frequently. Furthermore, irritable bowel syndrome (IBS) and inflammatory bowel disease (IBD) is also common in female. In addition, colon cancer, which also relates with the stomach in female, is top 3 of the highest diagnosed cancer among females. Next, on how to prevent gastritis from occurring in our lives. First of all, we need to have balanced diet that includes healthy foods. Second of all, we need to exercise regularly, at least 15 minutes 3 times a week. Thirdly, we need to have our meals on time so that our stomach membrane layer won't be distressed and the secretion of acids won't make our stomach be inflamed. Hence, we can conclude that our objectives in this case study is achieved. This is because we are able to analyze the questionnaire based on the respondents and its response, and we are able to discuss on the statistic on the gastritis among the students, what caused the gastritis, and how to prevent the gastritis.
Good afternoon. Thank you for taking part in this interview. This interview aims to know about gastric disease among your ETM students. All the information will be treated as confidential and will not disclose to public. Moving on with the first question. Do you have experienced a gastric before?
Yes.
When?
First, I get gastric is when my secondary school.
How frequent did you have gastric?
Since we are on our final sem, I usually get my gastric around 2 to 3 days a week.
During having gastric, have you ever had the symptoms such as nausea, burning sensation in the stomach, and painful bowel movement, or another symptom?
Usually, I get symptoms like nausea or some burning sensation.
Have you ever consulted any doctor for this discomfort?
So far, no.
Have you ever received any kind of treatment or hospitalization?
So far, still no.
Did you take any medication for your pain?
Yeah, I take medicine for every time I get gastric.
Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, jadi hari ini saya akan interview awak untuk case study kami, iaitu untuk tajuk gastrik lah.
Okay.
Jadi saya akan tanya, awak pernah tak mengalami mengalami gastrik sebelum ni?
Yes.
Selalunya kalau awak gastrik, selalunya berapa kerap awak gastrik?
Dalam setahun sekali lah.
Setahun sekali. Awak tahu tak punca awak gastrik?
Itu tak makan seharian.
Tak makan seharian. Kalau meal seharian awak makan on time tak?
Tak.
Kalau awak gastrik, aktiviti harian awak macam terganggu tak?
Terganggu?
Kalau awak gastrik, awak jumpa doktor tak untuk dapat perawatan?
Jumpa?
Kalau jumpa doktor, selalunya dia beri ubat apa untuk gastrik?
Ubat tahan gastrik lah.
Okay, itu saja soalan saya. Terima kasih.
Hai, hari ini saya nak interview untuk berkenaan dengan gastrik. Jadi, adakah gastrik pernah efek awak punya kehidupan seharian?
Pernah. Dia buat saya tak pergi. Dan tu sakit time sekolah. So, dia sakit ni jadi macam tak boleh nak buat apa-apa.
Pernah tak dapat bantuan pakar untuk masalah gastrik?
Betul pakar tak pernah. Tapi bila sakit tu selalu pergi klinik lah. Klinik ke hospital.
So, kalau dah pergi klinik tu memang dah didiagnose dengan gastrik lah. Okay, so apa nama ubat yang diberi?
Tak ingat tapi ubat tu dia bagi dalam bentuk liquid. Liquid warna kecil.
Pernah tak mengalami masalah gastrik sakit?
Sakit ni dah lama dah tak sakit. So, recently tak ada lah.
Okay, itu saja. Terima
Terima
kasih.
kasih.
Hi, my name is Ivanina and today I will be interviewing you. So, do you know what is gastritis?
Yes,
Have you experienced gastritis before?
yes.
If yes, how often do you experience gastritis?
Once a month.
Once a month. Do you have your meals on time?
No.
No. Does gastric affects your daily activities?
Yes.
Yes, alright. So what are the early symptoms of your gastritis?
Stomach ache.
Stomach ache, okay, I see. So on a scale of 1 to 5, what is the level of pain you feel during gastric? Experiencing?
3.
3, alright, okay. So that is all from me, thank you.
Hi, my name is Nurul Shazani and today I am going to interview you about gastric. First of all, do you know what is gastric?
Yes, I know.
Have you ever experienced gastric before?
Yes.
If yes, how often do you have gastric?
Weekly?
Weekly. I want to ask, what do you think causes your gastric?
Late taking my breakfast or any meals?
So, do you have your meals on time usually?
No.
Does gastric affect your daily activities?
Yes.
Do you ever go to the hospital for your gastric?
No.
No. So, what kind of medicine you take if you have gastric?
I just eat. I don't take any medicine.
Okay. So, if you have gastric, what is your early symptom when you feel that gastric coming?
Stomach ache?
Stomach ache. Do you know the effect if you don't treat your gastric early?
Yes.
Yes. So, when do you remember your first time experience gastric?
Maybe at 15 years old. High school?
High school. Usually, on the scale 1 to 5, how much pain do you feel during your gastric pain?
3.
3. So, do you think having gastric is common for us students?
No.
So, some people only. So, how long
Yes.
do you think it takes to heal your gastric? Generally.
For me, after a few hours.
Few hours.
Yes.
In your opinion, do you think gastric is dangerous for long term?
Yes.
Okay, so
It's very dangerous.
very dangerous. Okay. So that's all for me and that's all my question today. Thank you.
So that is all from our group presentation. Thank you.